Hello and welcome to this very special edition of CNBC TV 18's Change Agents. It's that time of the year when we put the spotlight on social entrepreneurs in India. Organized by the Schwab Foundation in partnership with the Jubilant Bharatiya Foundation, the India Social Entrepreneur of the Year Award is in its 13th year, and we at CNBC TV 18 have been a part of it since the very beginning. Now this year the award saw 189 applications from across the country, but only 3 nominees have made it to the final shortlist, and only one walks away as the Social Entrepreneur of the Year 2014. So on the show today, we bring you stories of these champions of change. Matthew Spacey caught our attention a few years ago, and we continue to closely track the wonderful work that he's doing at Magic Bus. Founded in 1999, Magic Bus works in India's poorest villages and slum settlements and uses sports-based activities to improve the lives of underprivileged children. To date, this program has reached over 290,000 children. The team at Magic Bus ensure that the children that they work with not only get to school but also stay on in school.
All aboard the Magic Bus in the hope of a better, brighter future.
टाइम कैसे यूज़ करना है वो पता लगा है और तमीज़ से कैसे बात करना है वो भी पता लगा है। पढ़ाई में मन लगता है, बड़े के बिजनेसमैन।
मैं पहले सोचता नहीं कुछ काम करूँ, हाँ बैग का काम, ये काम, अब भी सोचा था कि फ्यूचर में कुछ बनने का है, काम करने वैसा।
Meet Matthew Spacey, a former rugby player whose tryst with India began in 1986 when he joined the Sisters of Charity as a volunteer in Kolkata. A decade later, he returned as the COO of Cox & Kings India, where he worked for 4 years and exercised his responsibility as a corporate citizen by writing checks for causes he believed in. But soon he realized checkbook charity, while important, wasn't enough, at least not for him. So Matthew, who also co-founded online travel portal cleartrip.com, quit his high-profile corporate career and started Magic Bus in 1999.
So we started with these 20 young men. You know, I used to then train them in rugby 3 nights a week. I was very keen that they didn't see this as just something someone else was doing for free, so their payment to me was at the weekends. What we would do is I would rent a bus, I would ask the rugby boys to mentor 50 younger children from a slum nearby, and we would take them off to the mountains, and these rugby boys would become the mentors of those children for that particular weekend. And that's why it became known as the Magic Bus, because it literally was this magical journey that these young people were going to go on. For me, I think the most important moment in my life and the life of Magic Bus was when I took those 20 young boys on. I was able to take them through the front door of the Bombay Gymkhana, you know, one of India's wealthiest private clubs, into the changing room of the Bombay Gymkhana, and then play on a pitch where for 45 minutes or for however long the game was that we played, they were equal to anyone on that program. So the whole experience of using sport is an immense equalizer, I think. But then also what was really apparent to me, and this is the big epiphany of Magic Bus, is that it wasn't about what I was doing as their role model, but the behavior that they were imbibing themselves. They wanted to go to school, they wanted to get a job.
Magic Bus looks beyond mere school enrollment and has pioneered a sport for development curriculum. Through a mentorship program, Young Local Volunteer Connect program in turn trains these young mentors to make them more employable.
Our program starts at the age of 8, and so we'll be dealing with much more simplistic developmental issues for a child, making sure they're in school, making sure they lead healthy lives as a young person. It graduates every year, so the complexity of the program obviously then kicks in, and so we start talking about adolescence, we talk about sexual health, we talk about the marriage issues, we talk about thinking about jobs, right up to the point where they're 18, where every child that goes in Magic Bus has what's called a personal development plan. So we actually sit with them and we work out what they are best suited to do once they leave the Magic Bus program. So, and then we find the appropriate partners for them to actually go and connect with.
Magic Bus's childhood to livelihood approach has also played a crucial role in breaking gender-related stereotypes. 50% of all Magic Bus participants constitute girls from disadvantaged families.
घर के बाहर नहीं छोड़ते थे मुझे, ओनली स्कूल ट्यूशन ऐसा. उसके बाद अभी जब मैजिक बस ज्वाइन हुई थी तब फ्रीडम, आई वाज गेट फ्रीडम.
फुटबॉल सिखाते और बड़े लोग से कैसे बात करते सिखाते, वो भी पढ़े के बारे में सिखाते. पढ़े तो इम्पोर्ट है उसमें, तो वो सब सिखाते. बड़े हो के ना अच्छा फुटबॉल का प्लेयर बनने का मेरे को वही सपना है मेरी.
Not just children, but Magic Bus also focuses on sensitizing parents about the importance of education.
देखिए, म्यूजिक बस जो है पेरेंट लोगों को भी मौका देती है, जो साल में 1-1.5 साल में 3 दिन 4 दिन के लिए लेके जाती है. वहाँ पर सब बताते हैं कि बच्चों के साथ कैसा रहना चाहिए, लड़की के साथ कैसा रहना चाहिए, लड़कों के साथ कैसा रहना चाहिए, आप बच्चों के साथ में कैसा रहना चाहिए. ये सारी चीज़ें जो है म्यूजिक बस हमको बताती है.
पहले पता है जैसे सोचते थे कि लड़कियों को आगे नहीं बढ़ाना है, लड़कियों को खाली पढ़ाई में रखना है, लेकिन हम लोगों को ऐसा लगता है कि हम भी वो दौर से गुजरे हैं, तो हमें ऐसा लगता है कि हमारी जो लड़कियां हैं आज एकदम जैसे लड़के हैं वैसे उस तरीके से हमारी भी लड़कियां होनी चाहिए, बराबर इक्वल हो दोनों. तो मैजिक बस ने हम लोगों को इस चीज़ का एहसास दिलाया.
Having already delivered the Sport for Development curriculum to 2,90,000 children in the age group of 7 to 18 years across 19 states through a trained network of 8,000 community youth leaders, Magic Bus has partnered with the education departments of 7 states to embed its curriculum into the government system.
I think what we're very focused on right now is depersonalizing Magic Bus and making it an institution. There are very few founder-led organizations that after the founder leaves, they've gone on to thrive and get bigger. And I've decided at 47 that I'm going to now spend the next however long it takes to make sure that we thrive under the great leadership of, individuals that we now employ at Magic Bus. So we're making a big shift now to using the scale, the muscle that Magic Bus has built to now have conversations with state and national government about integrating into the national programs. We need to be in national curriculum. It shouldn't just be a small piece we do in a slum like this or the other 4,000 slums. There are, I think, 1.2 lakh communities across India we need to be in, and we can't do that. It has to be through partnership, preferably with state.
Matthew believes that establishing partnerships with government, universities and businesses is critical to gaining access to resources to support and staff Magic Bus. Today, the venture has an impressive list of partners and donors from ICICI Foundation, Vodafone Foundation, Nike, HSBC, BMW, Reliance Foundation and Rio Tinto. Magic Bus has even started operations in London and Singapore and will soon launch in other South Asian countries as well.
Matthew, here's wishing you and the Magic Bus team the very best of luck. On that note, it's time for us